Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back, baby. Let's go. Leeds United have completely lost it. Now, in fairness, to respond back to some Leeds fans saying that you must have the plot in the first place to begin to lose it. So, fair play. As of today, Big Sam Allardyce. Big Sam is now officially the manager of Leeds United. For how long, you say? 4 games. 4 football matches. In this video, we're going to look through both sides of why this is a fantastic idea and why it is completely stupid. And also, most importantly, how we've got here in the first place. Now, keep in mind, about 3 months ago, I did do a video about Leeds United, and this was when they still had Jesse Marsch in charge. Christ, that feels like a long time ago. Since then, a lot has happened, and somehow they've gone more insane. Since that video, when they were looking a bit ropey, they are now 17th place in the Premier League. Jesse Marsch was sacked after losing 1-0 away at Nottingham Forest. Since that time, they have won 3 games against Southampton, Wolves and Forest. However, despite them being outside the relegation zone, things are not looking good because it does not take that long to look at the teams they have left. Man City away, Newcastle at home, West Ham away and Tottenham at home. They're facing 2nd, 3rd, 15th and then 6th. You might as well consider City and Newcastle a write-off. So, Big Sam has got 2 games. 2 games. He's being brought in for 2 games. Tell me your thoughts down below. How insane is this? Do you think that it's a great idea? Do you think it makes complete sense? Or do you think that it is completely mental? For me, I get it. It is a complete Hail Mary. The largest Hail Mary of Hail Marys I've ever seen. But I get it. They already think they're going down. So what is there to lose? Well, I guess you have a point. Comment down below. This is just mental. Smash a like button. Let's try to hit 3,500 likes. Your support has been insane. Last video to serve, half the videos hit 100,000 views in 19 hours. Insanity. So if we can get anywhere near, then smash a like because that helps it push out to much more people. And also subscribe if you're new. We are 4,000 subs away from 350k. So if you can hit that for me, that would mean a lot. And of course, as we don't have a sponsor, I might as well promote my own stuff. So mazoladesigns.co.uk. 500 orders in the last week, which is, yeah, I don't know what to say really. So thank you. Link is down below for the most iconic goals in football for your own club or custom, and use code BIGSAM for 12% off. And let's get into the video. When you speak to many Leeds fans about what has happened in the last couple of weeks, they all say something quite similar. How on earth can you mess up so much that you go from Marcelo Bielsa to Sam Allardyce in less than 18 months? How is that even possible? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the story and the history of Leeds United. It is kicking off at Leeds United as the threat of relegation is truly real and the panic is settling in, knowing how impactful it could be if they do drop down below to the Championship. The general consensus with most Leeds fans is truly frustration that it's not like this is a unforeseen thing. Leeds United went through the exact same problem last year and only stayed up due to the fact that there were 3 teams worse than them, which was Burnley, Watford and Norwich. And this year, they have found themselves in the exact same situation, hoping and praying that there is 3 teams worse than them yet again. Fingers have been pointed to many people, and the most biggest finger is towards Victor Orta. Victor Orta, if you don't know who he is the director of football at Leeds United and is in control of the transfers basically and the transfer recruitment. And I should say actually not is, but was, because as of the last 24 hours, not only has Gracia been sacked and Big Sam has come in, but Victor Orta has officially been sacked. Well, technically he's left by mutual consent, but in the current situation that they found themselves in, it's fair to say that he's been very much pushed out the door convincingly. Victor Orta was given a lot of praise during their time in the Championship. However, looking back with hindsight, many Leeds fans have come to realise that a lot of the success that used to be given to Victor Orta is really thanks to one man, and that is Marcelo Bielsa and his genius for getting the most out of the players that he had. Many mistakes has happened due to the actions of Victor Orta, a man which is incredibly passionate and is in reality a nutcase, and that was why many Leeds fans loved him, because he clearly had a passion and a connection to the club. Just like the Leeds fans, he almost in a way represented them. He was extremely rash, eccentric almost, and was extremely passionate, and you can see that game by game of the way that he expressed himself. And this came with some negatives too, because sometimes his feelings can boil over and sometimes they can go towards the fans, and he lets them know the way that he truly thinks. Such as in November this year when Leeds won against Bournemouth 4-3 in an incredible game, a mad comeback. Victor Orta was found shushing the Leeds fans after being chanted "sack the board" by the Ellen Road faithful. And it's not only to Victor Orta, which is extremely passionate and in a way comes across almost unprofessional, that even the club owner, Andrea Radrizzani, was DMing YouTubers in Connor McGilligan, which runs a One Leeds fan channel that I've worked with before, very good lad, and I love his stuff for Leeds at One Leeds, when losing to Bournemouth 2-0 in the first half. 27 minutes in, mid-game, by the way, mid-game, when Leeds were losing to Bournemouth, right? I think they were 2-0 down by then. Connor messaged Radrizzani saying, "Cannot believe you've got this so wrong, Andrea," in which the club owner DM'd him midway through the first half, you know, a minute later saying, "I am broken, I am responsible for this, unacceptable, you don't deserve this, ridiculous," right? Why is a club owner DMing YouTubers midway through a game? I'm like, everything at Leeds is so chaotic right now. So not only is Victor Orta got many of the blame, but also the owner Radrizzani too. But let's go to Victor Orta, who of course has now left the club. He's had some spectacular failures in the last couple of years, and errors have only been shown even more since Bielsa left. The first one being the incredible and maybe the worst signing of football history in John Kevin Augustin, which was a French striker that was signed for 40 million, or well, it did end up costing Leeds 40 million. However, the forward never really played and was only there on loan, but yet he still cost them 40 mil. I think he played only a handful of appearances, maybe off the bench, but in reality, he didn't really do anything. And I think if you count up the minutes that he played, I think he cost him about £500,000 a minute, something mad like that. Including that, some bad signings in Dan James from Man United for 25 mil, and then Jorginho Rutter, who signed this year, who is seen to be a very talented potential talent, that's French as well, from the Bundesliga in Hoffenheim, and has been signed for 30 million, and has barely even played yet again. The decision making when it comes to the managers have also been a problem too, that they brought in Jesse Marsch and they fully committed to his system, as the system with Bielsa and his team would not work in this new Red Bull model. They basically tried to copy the Red Bull format of getting players from other Red Bull teams like RB Salzburg, RB Leipzig, and try to form a basically American style Red Bull team in the Premier League with Leeds. And obviously, as Jesse Marsch has left and they're now 17th, it didn't really work. Jesse Marsch was sacked after losing 1-0 away at Nottingham Forest, and a lot of players that he brought in were for that Red Bull narrow type of system, a very specific style of play, which is completely different to how Bielsa played as well. And now they brought in Gracia, which kind of tried to put some things together, but eventually didn't work out. It had a decent start with Gracia. I think he won 3 games, but it's gone quite poor recently, and the fixture list is not helping. I don't think Gracia did all in all a awful job. His main problem is that he wasn't playing players that really should be playing, such as Willy Gnonto, which is by far their best attacker, and he just wasn't being played for whatever reason. And now we've got Sam Allardyce, who has been confirmed today, and with him now in place, that would be now the 4th different manager / coach in the last 16 league matches. Leeds have completely lost their grip, and right now, in the current scheme of things, Leeds are in complete panic stations. They've got a massive takeover bid from the 69ers currently on the way, and depending on which league they're in, I believe that if they do stay up in Premier League, then Leeds will be worth a lot of money. I believe 450 million, but if they got in the Championship, that would cut it quite a lot. I do believe that no matter what, the 49ers will be completing a takeover. It just depends on what league they're in, depends on how much they'll actually be buying it for. So fortunately for Leeds, the takeover is not on the line here. So let's talk about Big Sam Allardyce. now at Leeds. Can it work? Well, let's go into why I think it can work, right? And why it makes some sense, as this is a complete Hail Mary. Leeds United and their board are panicking and they think they are already down because of their fixture list and their form. It's not looking good. They're missing some big players too, the likes of Tyler Adams now out for the rest of the year. Since Diarra, a good player in recent form as well, and he's also out for the rest of the season too. And they've got City away, Newcastle at home, West Ham away, and Spurs at home. In reality, that's 3 games that should be a tough one, but for some reason right now, because it's Spurs, that could maybe be the easiest one out of them all. West Ham, as of right now, they're still fighting to survive. They're only 4 points above the drop. But looking at West Ham's fixtures, they've got City away 2, which they're playing today. They've got United at home, and then they've got Brentford away, Leeds at home, and then Leicester away. So really, it depends on how good that Brentford game is. They could be in real big trouble too. So I highly doubt West Ham will be safe by the time it gets to that Leeds game. So in the eyes of Leeds fans, they are in a stage of might as well. They might as well try to do something, because doing something is better than doing nothing. And that's the idea that I'm getting from a lot of people. And that makes some sense, because I guess if you do nothing and you still go down, there may be questions of what if we did something, right? So I get it. But this is why I don't think it can work, is that when I look at the team they have, I look at the players, I look at the personalities, I look at what I've seen in the last couple of weeks, I can't see Big Sam doing anything with this team. They don't have the defense for it, for me personally. They've got maybe Vorba, which is a good player, I feel like, but the rest, I don't think they've got the heart, they've not got the quality, and to play the system that he wants to play. They've not really got too much in terms of set piece attack threat, as they've only got one player that's somewhat maybe a bit of a target man in Bamford, and even he's not that much of a target man, and also is in poor form too. Mark Roca and Weston McKennie in the last couple of games has been very much anonymous, and they look like they aren't really committed to playing for Leeds. McKennie there on loan from Juventus, would he really care about fighting it out for Leeds as he knows he's leaving anyway? Probably not. These are players that are known for playing a good level of football in different leagues and fighting to maybe win a league or to win cups, and I think that to have the mentality for a relegation battle, I don't think many of these players have it. Their main hope is in Willy Gnonto, who is by far their best player right now, but he's still a young kid. I swear he's 19, and they're spending whatever money it will be to try to stay up, as I believe Big Sam is being paid £500,000 for his final 4 games in charge of Leeds United, with a bonus of 2.5 million if they do stay up. 500k to work for a month. What a job it is to be a manager, good lord. So, as an update, Leeds have sacked Gracia, despite him being in charge for about 2 months. Big Sam has come in to take charge of a team that is a mixture of a Red Bull type philosophy, alongside also the Bielsa squad, which is a complete mix of players that I don't think either really suits the way that Big Sam wants to play. Victor Orta, the director of football, has now left as well, and their main owner is DMing YouTubers, while also having City away and Newcastle home up next. That West Ham game is the do or die. I think they will still have a chance by the time it's that game. They'll still have a big chance to stay up. They've got to beat West Ham and they've got to beat Spurs, or at least get a draw. They need, for me, at least minimum 4 points from these final 4 games, and I don't even think that could be enough. Do you think that if Leeds do go down, how would they do in the Championship? Because there's a lot going on over there. A lot of players will have to leave. Who would their new manager be? Leeds have spent so many years in the Championship. They finally got back up. It would be a shame, really, especially for their fans. I'm a Burnley fan, so I don't have any impact, really. I don't have any real connection. But it would be a shame to see, as they spent so much time to get to where they are. To see it all be for nothing again, and to be put in a situation again, it would be a shame. However, is this something that they may need? If they do stay up again this year, would they just go for the same thing next year with nothing ever change? You tell me down below. If you guys do enjoy, smash a like button and also subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Leeds fans, good luck.